Welcome back to 8-Bit Players playing Borderlands 2. I'm Matthew, this is Cameron.
Hello.
And we are continuing this clan war. Hopefully we will finish it today, or definitely the finale of this side quest will be
Oh no, it will
tomorrow.
be. It will be today.
But this is where there are 3 missions left.
I believe in you.
And this clan war. Oh, thank you, Cameron. Someone does. There are 3 missions left, and these next 2 are pretty brutal. So it's like they both had their fun, just swinging at each other. But now this really gets to the hardcore stuff.
Oh, we're upping the ante?
Yes. And this
is Steve.
We gotta talk about Steve in just a second, okay?
Okay, do talk about Steve.
This character has more, it says arrive at night, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go through the day. Don't care. Plus, it takes a long time for it to become night. Because apparently, Borderlands, on Pandora, the day is it's like 75% day, and then the rest is night. It's like, it takes a long time.
Gotcha.
But anyways, Steve was first introduced to the first Borderlands game, but he never existed in the game. There were a couple of funny little I can show you them short videos of Claptrap talking about the game, and little 3-minute movies, and Steve would be there, and he would always just say his usual thing, "Heyo." That's his little catchphrase, and he just appeared in those. But there were also subtle hints and throughout these little in the first game and these trailers of just Steve just being everywhere, and I'll explain just a minute as we burn houses down.
We can see that. So please keep going about Steve. You have me greatly curious.
Okay, so Steve first appeared in the first game in a DLC. It was the first DLC that Borderlands 1 did, and it was called the Zombie Island of Dr. Dead. And basically, he was just in a little side quest where a guy was talking about his best friend Steve and how they were hunting down zombies. But if you find his hidden echo recording, he actually talks about how Steve died and became a zombie and attacked his friend.
Aww.
But apparently, though, Steve is still alive because in one of their other DLCs, it was called Claptrap. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's called Claptrap's Robot Revolution, where Claptrap, the one we know, starts a revolution with the rest of the Claptraps because he doesn't like the way they're being treated. And there's these hidden Easter eggs throughout the DLC of these X's and O's, and there's this one you can find that if you actually not X's and O's, zeros and ones. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And if you look at there's this one hidden one on top of a building, and if you actually translate it, it says Steve the Bandit.
Steve lives!
Yes, exactly. So, apparently Steve is part of the Zaffords. And I can show you a few more trailers, but basically Steve just now is always in these little funny short clips that Gearbox does.
I love it! He's their own Easter egg!
Yeah. And so yeah, he's just there. But if you're a huge Borderlands fan, you know who Steve is.
Okay, I now like Steve.
Okay, there you go.
I love it. He is simultaneously they created their own Easter egg within their own game.
Yeah.
And simultaneously created their own troll to show up in anything they wish. To just go, hey-oh!
Yeah,
what the hell was that?
That's all he says. It's awesome.
Oh, I now love Steve.
Yes.
Okay, we have to make sure Steve lives.
No, he actually, just because it'll make you feel better, no matter what side you pick, Steve doesn't die.
Okay, good.
So.
Alright. He is our Switzerland, he will survive.
Yes. Okay, so, what do I have to do now?
I don't know.
Oh, what?
Oh, this is weird. They've sectioned each of the missions off by area.
Yeah, you can actually organize it too. Oh, I see. Here we go. I was waiting for that for them to tell me. the next mission to come up. See, the only thing I don't like about this is that I have to go to each one of them to do a quest. When they kind of like, I can understand that the first go around, but they know what I've done to the other clans, so they should be like, here's your mission, go out there and do it. But oh well.
Yeah, but it's weird that they have. I simultaneously like and don't like that they have the missions cordoned off by area. Because it helps you know where you need to go for each mission, but at the same time, when you have something like this, which is in its own, you know, sequence and category of mission, you can't just go to that particular set of missions that, you know, just says Clan War and see where you are with that.
Yeah. No, I see where you're getting at. Since I've played through this game, though, I'm 100% used to this, but...
Yeah, like the best example that can come to mind, like right now, is like in Skyrim, where it has the set of missions, and it just has that list of things that go with that mission.
My God, I remember that. Yeah, I want to play Skyrim now, a little bit,
just a little bit.
Yeah. I still have my Xbox, and I still have my old Skyrim characters that I wouldn't mind playing again. Alright, so we have to go to the Zafford's Wake is what it's called. And we have to get drunk for it.
Wow, where was she hiding that in there?
That's where she pulls out the SMGs that you can get from her, too.
Madam, that's not how bras work.
I think I'm a little drunk.
Okay, we're set for a party.
See, there's a little bit backstory to this. In the very first game, you meet this guy named Lucky, who Scooter doesn't like because he said, and I quote, he busted up my mama's girl parts. So, yeah, he said that.
Pal, I think Ellie did that for anyone else. I think that damage has been done, sir.
But, so Lucky apparently was part of the Zaffords, and at this time in Borderlands 1, apparently Scooter and Moxie and Ellie were still, I think, part of the Hodunks or whatever. But anyway, or maybe they had already left, I can't remember. But anyway, Scooter killed Lucky eventually, and you don't see it, he just tells you at one point in the DLC, he's like, I buried Lucky in a shallow grave, just so you know. And, yeah.
Well, there you go.
And so now they're having what's called an awake for Lucky.
Wait, are they calling it awake or a awake?
Awake.
Okay,
that's what it's called.
So I'd say, are they purposefully trying to make them seem less intelligent by calling awake a awake?
I don't know.
Because if so, damn.
That was most likely my fault.
These are Irishmen. They know how awake goes.
Okay, I love playing through this game, seeing all the glitches. The guy who's the preacher, he's kind of not facing the right way.
Oh, is he supposed to be facing us?
Yes. And that's Lucky right there. So, and again, when you play through the game the first time, I feel like things usually place out, but every time I play a game after that, like a second playthrough, I see more glitches. But anyways...
Oh!
We have to kill them all.
Oh. Okay. Apparently we are no longer in Pandora. We're in Chicago in the 1920s, where you just go to a wake and shoot up.
Yeah, we do.
For anyone who gets that reference, thank you. You either know your history or watched Boardwalk Empire. Either way, good on you.
Good for you. You know something. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna die, 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 I think I'm gonna die. I totally died. I've never died during this mission before.
Well, in all fairness, it apparently takes like a minute to reload your rocket launcher.
Yeah, that was my best way to survive that. I hope that doesn't mean I have to restart this whole mission again. I would hate that.
That's not normally how it goes.
Oh, nope, there we go. Well, sometimes there's some missions that do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that was a throwback to the days of the original gangsters, the Italian and the Irish mobs, and the Tommy gun, the Molotov cocktail.
Oh yeah, I've watched a little bit, not much, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you did things like that back then, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
And when someone broke the rules, they didn't hang around long enough to brag about it.
They were kind of a little dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is weird, isn't it? Like how in organized crime, there's like a set of rules that you go by.
Oh yeah, I've always found that a little weird.
I mean, don't get me wrong. A part of me is like, you know what? Even though you're mass murdering psychos who, whose sole goal is to make money, the fact that you're able to have a set of standards and all of that, kind of respectable.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like, you don't attack a man at a wedding, and it's like, okay. Or, you didn't used to attack someone at a wake, but then that went out the fucking window.
Yeah, just now. Yeah, because apparently the Hodunks wanted us to get Mick Zafford in that wake, but he wasn't there. So.
Did you ever read the book The Outsiders?
No, I did not.
Stay Golden, Pony Boy?
No, I did not read
that. It's basically about I think it's set in the 40s or 50s. Someone comment in the comment section if I'm wrong on this. But it follows a story of a gang called the Greasers and their rivals. I can never remember the rivals' names, but they're prep school kids. They're preppy, always wear sweaters and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the book, they finally just decide to have a giant brawl to settle everything that's been going on because it got way out of hand.
Yeah.
And when they met, the leader of the Greasers and the leader of the Preps actually, go up to each other before the brawl and start talking like they are the oldest of friends and just like, hey, John, what's up, Mike?
Nice.
So, we ready to do this? Yep. You gone over the rules with your friends? Yep. No weapons.
Okay. Hold that thought.
What are we doing?
We're now choosing which side we want to pick. We got the Zaffords and the Hodunks.
Is he riding on the muscle's back?
Yes, he is. He has grenades.
Okay, shoot him.
Okay. And honestly, let's do this next time.
Oh, we're doing it next time. Okay, and we'll finish The Outsiders. Okay.
Yes.
Next time on the Bit Players.
Later.